in the previous century. But on this day at Shea Stadium, Tom Seaver did something even more impressive. Seaver had received his 1969 Cy Young Award before the game, and early on, he dominated the Padres. With 2 outs in the 6th, he'd recorded 9 strikeouts, and that's when Tom Terrific's performance went from dominant to untouchable. Seaver struck out the last 10 batters in a row. No other pitcher had ever struck out that many in succession. While 3 other pitchers have gone on to strike out 20 in a game, Seaver's 10 consecutive strikeouts is a record that still stands.
Baseball has seen many great pitchers over time, but only a few changed the destiny of an entire franchise. Tom Seaver didn't just pitch for the New York Mets. He was the New York Mets. Nicknamed the franchise, or Tom Terrific, Seaver brought credibility, dominance, and championship belief to a team that had none. In today's video, we tell the full story of Tom Seaver, his rise, his greatness, and why his legacy still towers over Major League Baseball even today. Born in Fresno, California in 1944, George Thomas Seaver grew up idolizing pitchers like Bob Gibson and Sandy Koufax. His natural talent was undeniable, but his journey wasn't effortless. After a brief military service and transferring colleges, Seaver landed at USC, where his powerful fastball and devastating slider caught the attention of MLB scouts. The New York Mets signed him in 1966, and baseball history changed forever. When Tom Seaver made his Major League debut in 1967, the New York Mets were baseball's punchline, expansion team, and baseball's perennial cellar dweller. Seaver changed that immediately. In his rookie season, he went 16-3 with a 2.76 earned run average, winning National League Rookie of the Year. And more importantly, he gave the New York Mets something they had never had: hope. And by 1968, Seaver was already one of the most dominant pitchers in Major League Baseball. Then came 1969. Tom Seaver went 25-7. He posted a 2.21 earned run average and struck out 208 batters, winning his first Cy Young Award of his career. The New York Mets stunned the baseball world in 1969, winning the National League and defeating the Baltimore Orioles in the World Series. Tom Seaver wasn't just the ace. He was the heartbeat of the Miracle Mets in 1969. And New York finally had a baseball hero. From 1969 to 1975, Tom Seaver was unmatched. He won a total of 3 Cy Young Awards, 6 earned run average titles, and appeared in 12 consecutive All-Star games. Seaver regularly led Major League Baseball in strikeouts, innings, and complete games. His mechanics were flawless, his control was surgical, and his competitiveness legendary. Seaver didn't overpower hitters, he outthought them. In 1977, a controversial trade sent Seaver to Cincinnati, where he continued to dominate for the Reds. In the blockbuster deal dubbed the Midnight Massacre, where New York Mets received 4 players in the trade. The trade stemmed from a contract dispute and Seaver's desire to leave the New York Mets, drastically altering both teams and sparking outrage among New York Mets fans. As Tom Seaver's career began to flourish in Cincinnati.
Swung on and missed. Got him with a good high fastball. Third strike. Now the 2-1. Fastball swung on, hit off the glove of Seaver. Up with the ball, Concepcion got him. Oh, we get a break there as as Tom reached for the ball. I don't know whether it hit him on the glove or on the leg, but right.
Here's a pitch to Morales, swung on, high chop, third base side. Ray Knight up with the ball, quick throw to first, got him at first base. Close play and a good play by Ray Knight. Ray Knight slowly as Seaver comes back to Templeton, bouncing ball, shortstop. Concepcion, Morgan will hold the throw at second base as they get the force out on Mumphrey. 2 away in the Cardinal ninth inning, and Seaver is 1 out away. The check and the pitch. He bounces to first base. Dreesen has it. He goes to the bag, and Seaver's got it. Tom Seaver has pitched his first Major League no-hitter, and this one belongs to the Reds. Seaver is being mobbed at first base as George Hendrick bounces a routine two-hopper to Danny Dreesen, and the 38,216 at Riverfront Stadium are standing.
In 1985, Tom Seaver joined the exclusive 300 win club and recorded his 3,000th strikeout, cementing his place among the greatest pitchers of all time.
It's a high fly ball. It should be playable. Nichols is moving over. Nichols is there. The ball game is over. Seaver has won 300. He has become the 17th man in the history of baseball to win 300 games. Seaver will turn it loose now.
Tom Seaver officially retired from Major League Baseball on June 22nd, 1987, after a brief comeback attempt with the New York Mets. He realized his body could no longer compete, concluding a legendary 20-year Major League career. Beyond the mound, Seaver became a leader of the clubhouse and a symbol of accountability. He demanded excellence, not just from himself, but from everyone around him. That mindset helped him transform the New York Mets from expansion afterthoughts into World Series champions. The franchise's influence extended far beyond New York. Pitchers across Major League Baseball modeled their routines, mechanics, and mentality after Seaver. He proved that greatness wasn't accidental. It was built daily through discipline and focus. Tom Seaver's legacy isn't written not only in the record books, but in the way the game learned to respect the pitcher as both an athlete and a leader. In 1992, Tom Seaver was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame on his first ballot, receiving 98.8% of the vote. At the time, the highest voting percentage ever recorded. It wasn't just recognition, it was reverence. By the time Seaver reached Cooperstown, his resume spoke volumes. 311 career wins, 3 Cy Young Awards, 12 All-Star selections, 1969 World Series champion, and over 3,600 strikeouts. However, Seaver's Hall of Fame induction wasn't about numbers alone. It was about trust. Managers trusted him in the biggest games. Teammates trusted him to lead. Fans trusted him to deliver when it mattered most. At his induction ceremony, Seaver stood as a symbol of everything baseball values: integrity, competitiveness, professionalism, and respect for the game. He spoke with humility, crediting teammates, coaches, and fans who supported him throughout his career. His plaque in Cooperstown doesn't just honor a dominant pitcher. It honors the franchise, the man who legitimized a team, inspired a generation, and helped define modern pitching excellence. For those who walk through the Hall of Fame today, Tom Seaver's story serves as a reminder. Greatness isn't momentary. It's sustained, it's earned, and it's remembered forever. When Tom Seaver was inducted into the Hall of Fame, baseball didn't just celebrate a career, it celebrated a cornerstone of the game's history. On August 31st, 2020, the baseball world stood still. Tom Seaver, the franchise, had passed away at the age of 75, leaving behind not just statistics or trophies, but a legacy woven into the very fabric of the game. For generations of fans, Tom Seaver wasn't just a Hall of Fame pitcher. He was the standard. Seaver's passing came quietly, much like the dignity with which he lived in his post-baseball life. After bravely battling dementia and other complications, the man who once dominated hitters with surgical precision exited the stage without fanfare. But the echoes of his greatness were deafening. He was the heartbeat of the New York Mets. The franchise may have passed. However, his legacy remains immortal, etched forever into Cooperstown, into Mets history, and into the soul of the game itself. Tom Seaver wasn't just one of the greatest Mets of all time. He was one of the greatest pitchers in Major League Baseball history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life and legacy of Tom Seaver, hit that like button and consider subscribing to Baseball Legends Chronicles. And let us know in the comments, where does Tom Seaver rank on your all-time pitchers list? Do you have a Tom Seaver moment you would like to share? Let us know, and we would love to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching.